Tonight, new at 8, with the latest data showing homeless numbers up in LA, there is an increased perception that programs to get people off the streets are not doing enough. Well, tonight, CBS LA's Laurie Perez reports on an unconventional team getting a whole lot of attention right now. Locals either love them or hate them.
We want the best for our community, and we knew that we can step in and help.
For 3 years now, Bobby Luna says he's dedicated his life to making Venice, his hometown, safer and better. It's a story first reported in LA Material. In 2023, he co-founded what he describes as kind of a professional neighborhood watch group. 10 guys, Venice natives, on call who will come to your home or business and get encampments or people living on your sidewalk or doorstep or yard to leave. He's public about the fact he and others on his team are former gang members and addicts, but says they use that, not in the way you probably think they do.
Show them that there's hope, because they want to talk to someone who's been there.
He gave us one example of talking to a person living in an RV near a school.
We just say, hey, look, this is the scenario. There's fentanyl and there's needles where these kids are playing. It's not the right thing to do. Can we figure a solution out? And he was like, well, I don't care about anybody in this area. I don't care about the cops and all that, but I would do you guys a favor because I've known you guys so long. And we've known this guy since we were in elementary. With
more than 350 clients, Ghost Town Consultants is now everywhere, and their customers rave about them, saying alley encampments and sidewalk settlers that once held them hostage.
And then when I come out, I sometimes would deal with people who they start accosting me or like trying to get in.
Are gone.
I can call them immediately. They ask you to step away. They don't want you to talk to anybody. And the way they deal with everybody it's really amazing and beautiful and very human to human.
But not everyone sees it that way.
I call it thug security.
Peggy Kennedy is a longtime homeless advocate in Venice who says it reflects a movement of vigilantism.
I have experience where they came up to me and harassed me even. Sure, they might be local guys. That might be true. And yeah, they might have some connections with people, but I think the connection is, you know, here's some cash, and if you come back, we'll get you, sort of thing. So, you know, and people on the street understand that.
Luna vehemently denies that characterization of what they do or how they do it.
Not even close. Not even close. Never has that happened, and we don't operate like that. We do not talk to people disrespectfully. We do not put our hands on anybody, and we always offer help.
Whatever their methods, homeless advocate Mel Tiller-Karatne says he has concerns. Ghost Town's employees are still in the process of getting state certification and licenses so their workers can legally carry guns and provide security.
One, this is not a state-sanctioned agency. Two, they're operating in public places. Three, where do these people go?
He and other critics see what Ghost Town does as simply and literally moving the problem down the road.
You don't care what happens to the people as long as they're not in front of you. Displacement is not a permanent solution.
The thing is, for some, not in front of them is a solution.
They're not necessarily, solving the problem in a big picture, but day to day, I think it's a better way to approach it than any kind of confrontation.